Davidson.
Yeah, it makes you wonder a little bit. I mean, there was some savvy, almost veteran wrestling there from Sandoval. How much of a difference do you think there is between year one and year two?
A ton of difference. I mean, even just moving the guy with your hands and you know, working on creating those openings, it really picks up each year you're in college.
So this is a match to watch, folks. This is Andrew Reall at 197, taking on for Davidson. This is actually going to be Daniel Elyash. They had two men announced. It could have been Dylan Smith or Elyash. I'm just going to confirm that because, again, there were a couple of different options for Davidson in this weight class. But talking about to Coach Lean, saying that, you know, they did their postseason interviews at the end of last year, and unanimously, he said he had never been part of a team where unanimously every man on the Brown roster cited Andrew Reall as the de facto leader. And for him to do that as a first year, to emerge as that kind of character in the weight room, in the locker room, and on the mat, that's pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty special, especially from a first year. And, you know, he's a local guy and really setting the tone for what Brown wrestling hopes to be.
Had a good year last year as a first year. He's actually a guy that has moved up not one, not two, not three, but four weight classes in a couple of years' time from his New England finalist position in the 150s in high school to now as a sophomore being at 197. Elyash himself a sophomore out of Paramus, New Jersey. Action through the first minute 20, but not any points as of yet. That looked like a takedown. Does he have control? Yes, he does. And he's going to try and turn him to his back. He's trying to lower that right shoulder. Look at the muscle structure on Reall. You're not fighting that off with ease, are you?
No.
He said he had been pretty committed in the offseason. You could see that right arm. And this is not an easy weight class either to move into, let's say. Sometimes you see guys with the ability to move up one or, you know, maybe cut down to one from where they were in high school. When you're going from the 50s to the 90s, there's sometimes a stylistic change that comes with it, no?
Yeah, for sure. But I think being able to take pieces from each of those kind of weight classes and style ends up helping out big guys better.
We have a stoppage. There's some blood from Elyash, and he'll have to see the trainer for Davidson. You know, the hope for Coach Lean is that this young man, Andrew Reall, who's, you'll see the takedown here from him. There's another look, and you see him just spin down Elyash. You know, the mentality in the locker room is that he is a unanimous leader, and that he now has an influence on others, but has done so with a level of humility, and I think that's an indicative of the sport. I mean, I think you see that from wrestlers in general, that though it is a highly individual sport with a team concept, or you know, a team sport with individual concept, depending on how you want to read it, that their leadership council for the Brown Bears, there's 4 men that contribute to the leadership of this team. But this is a young man that the rest of the team is identified as someone that can carry the torch for what the team wants to be, and that's pretty exciting for somebody who's just a sophomore. Now, you're out to a 3-0 lead. There's 1:08 left just in the first period. Blood breaks are part of the sport, Nick.
Yep.
How does that affect your rhythm and your tempo? Like, you know, you just got to take down. You're kind of in control, and then now you got to, you know, back off and try and keep your heart rate up and waiting for the guy on the other side who may or may not be able to continue. In this case, he can.
Yep. It can definitely be a momentum shift, but these guys train for it.
one of those things that you can't really do too much of in practice. They can only be that is some pretty intense mat return that Elyash is probably going to be feeling later on today, as he's tried to step out now twice, and you see Reall trying to come cross-face with one arm, switches back to the other, has the right arm underneath the midsection, staying belly to back, would love to get some back points, and there's the mat return again. He's throwing Elyash around pretty well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Now, we talked about the rollover. You're going to get out there and no?
That would kill me.
Okay. In full disclosure, Nick wrestled in the 134 the last time he was out on a mat, so he'd be giving up a little bit of poundage to Drew. I'm not giving up the weight. I'd be giving up everything else. There's another mat return. So it's just a 3-0 lead for Reall at the end of the first, and I think Reall is going to, Elyash is going to defer. Real's going to pick bottom, and with 1:34 of that first period locked in as riding, well, not locked in, but accumulated as riding time, and that was about as quick an escape as you're going to get. Took under 2 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like he caught him off guard there.
Yeah, I don't think Elyash was expecting them. Either wasn't expecting the whistle or wasn't expecting the escape, or both. Bears out 4-0 as a team score with the Sandoval 14-4 major decision victory. Has Elyash by the ankle, and he's very close to getting back points. There was Reall, and there's the takedown. Because he just needed to turn a little bit, got his belly to his back, and now he's going to try and turn him. And he's in a good place for leverage, is Andrew Reall, the proud sophomore from Rhode Island. Elyash is trying really hard to avoid the back points, but I think he's going to release him.
Oh, he's going to keep putting the action.
Yep. Wants another takedown, and why not? Comes crossface, does Reall. And another takedown. He's looking at the clock because he's going to release him again because he's thinking technical fall, I'm sure. Seems to be having fun out there.
Absolutely.
Feel for Daniel Elyash. He has been thrown to the wolves here, has the Davidson 197-pounder. Down 10-1, the closing half minute of period 2. More than 2 minutes of riding time. Puts him back down on the mat. "20 seconds left in the period." See Elyash trying to get his hip down because he doesn't want to give a seam for Reall to sneak that right leg in and turn him. And he certainly has the power to do so. We've seen that. That'll be the end of the second period. It's 10-1 here at 197. It is Real's choice. I'd imagine he'll choose bottom again. No, it's not his choice. I apologize. It is Elyash's choice. He's going to choose top. And, oh boy, quick turn. And that'll be a reversal.
That was almost as quick as the escape. Now he's just going to work toward that tech fall.
There's the escape point, 11-2 now. Shoots. Has him. Will go to the ankle trip. Couldn't quite get there. Elyash hopped out of it. And there's another takedown point. And he'll release him again, 15-2. The technical fall is 15 points, I believe.
Yep, scoring 15 more points than your opponent.
And he's up 12, so one more takedown, and that will be a technical fall. And Elyash is in a bad spot. There it is. Has control, and that will be the match. A technical fall for Drew Reall at 197 as he makes short work of Davidson. 18-3. That is how you get it done.
Yeah, that's a great start for Brown right now.
Andrew Reall with the technical fall, a fall at the decision at 184. We'll take a timeout. We'll have 285 on the other side of this quick timeout. The Brown Bears out to a good start, leading 9-0 over Davidson. Will step aside. Andrew Reall getting it done. Thomas Sandoval getting it done. And the Bears off to a good start on this Saturday morning, right here on ESPN.